House, the organization unveiling its 34,000 square foot Donald J. Schneider Residence Center and Mulva Family Foundation Outreach Center today. A new home, help, and healing center for those suffering domestic abuse in the community. The $10.1 million facility, still about $2 million shy of its fundraising goal, but it's just about ready for those in need. We took our cameras on a tour this morning. And we're with Gia Lowe, the executive director of Golden House. Today, does it finally feel real? This is amazing that this has happened in 16 months.
Yeah, it's by far the best day in my career here at Golden House. It's truly a community effort to see this project come to light and be completed, as you mentioned, in less than 16 months.
So we are standing in an area that you didn't have in your old facilities. Why is this new area, as we start out looking at the whole facility today, but this area, why is it so important?
So this area is our Sunshine Cafe, and this area is very important because this area is a space where families, whether they're staying with us or they're out in the community, could come in and have a warm meal available to them. What we have learned is that food banks are only open Monday through Friday or certain hours, and families do not have access to warm, healthy food. So we will make sure that there's always food available in this cafe available for families.
Question as we look around, and one of the things you've done here is double your capacity, the ability to serve twice as many people as you have before. I'm curious about staffing. Do you have the staffing? Because what's been in the news recently, we know with St. John's Homeless Shelter, they haven't been able to open their women's shelter because of staffing issues. Will you be able to fully staff what is now a double in size facility and program?
Absolutely. So in a time where many agencies are hiring, we have been so thankful at Golden House that we have seen our staffing to be pretty stable. And as we are doubling our capacity, we have hired a few new positions, and we will continue to evaluate our staffing needs.
So this is one of the rooms for your guests, and this one with bunk beds. So this is set up for a family?
Yes, so this room is set up for a family, and we have bunk beds and then single beds, and each room also have a microwave and a little small refrigerator so that families can eat in their room.
I've noticed that all the rooms upstairs, downstairs, they all have individual bathrooms. What's the importance
Absolutely.
of that?
So in our previous building, we had 11 families sharing 3 bathrooms, and then COVID hit, and we realized that first of all, it was not, it's a health concern, and second, it's hard to share bathrooms among so many families. So this is an important piece of healing, is their own privacy. So that's why we made it an importance to make sure that every single room, every person has their own bathrooms. And as you can see, these rooms are actually adjoining rooms. So
What's the significance of that?
We have 8 rooms here at Golden House for families with more than 4 or 5 children.
Okay.
So we're able to accommodate up to a family of 7 or 8.
Okay, so that's the only families would share?
Only families would
Okay.
share. So families with more than 4 or 5 kids. And then these rooms are locked at any time. And then we also have 4 rooms that are designated for our population with special needs.
Now we are in the resource room. How will this part of the facility be used?
So this resource room was a room that we have never had before. So this room will be our support group room, and also space set up for clients, and also clients who are staying with us and clients who are our outreach clients to come and work on their resume or look for jobs. And the great thing about this space is that they can, while they are looking for their jobs, their kids can play around here, or the kids can go across the room
Right across
to
the
our teen
hall.
room. Yeah, teen room, and then
And then
children's room.
there's children's room there, and then a
laundry
serenity room
is right
also,
there, and
right.
then laundry is right down the hall from serenity room.
So you call this a resource room, but your resource is being used significantly right now. You already mentioned 26% increase from last October. You're averaging 1,000 calls per month right now. That is a staggering number. Is this facility designed to handle even that volume?
Absolutely. So at the start of this, we know that domestic violence numbers were going to increase. And right when the pandemic hit, we were silent for a few months there, But then we started seeing our calls increase, and we started seeing individuals come in as well. And then we realized that when Safer at Home was placed, people were not safe in their home. As I mentioned before, so far this year, Golden House have served over 2,000 clients.
Right.
And people don't really know this, and they think that the most of the work that we do is our shelter, but shelter only accounts for a quarter of the people we serve. So most people don't realize that 75% of the people that we work with actually do not stay in shelter. Those are the individuals that are coming here to work in the resource in this room
Right.
to look for jobs, to work on their resume, and then also to get their laundry done as well too. So, which is why this building is so important to expand, because we're able to create a safe place for people that normally are not safe in the community.
So a difference between this facility and the old facility you were telling me is security. Can you explain that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is step
so
one?
This is step one. So with our previous building, it was you come in and then you wait in the waiting area to meet with an advocate.
Okay.
With our current building right now, this waiting space is for donors. And clients, we will not have sit in this waiting area.
Okay.
So only donors and community members who are here to meet with staff will sit in this community space.
Okay.
So,
so that's one level
that's one level
to
to get in. This is the second level of security. So this location is for outreach clients who are here to meet with our therapists, whether that's our children's therapist or our adult therapist, and also our housing advocate.
And then this is
this is the third level of security.
So beyond this would
So
be
beyond
residents?
this is the residents. So, so it's 3 levels of security to get to the residents.
Your old facility had how many levels?
We have just the front door at our previous building. So this is why it's so important to us to ensure that resident space, for client space, anyone coming to see Golden House staff, it's outside and not in the view of anybody coming through our front door. So that is why these waiting spaces are so important, and the 3 levels of security to get to the residence wing.
All right, those residences will be in use by the end of the month, and they will not only be used by women. The number of men that came to Golden House, some with their children, doubled in the last year.